Good afternoon, everyone. We are on to our final session and our final keynote here on Stage 1 at Sustainability Live London 2023. So we are now talking sustainability, financial and organisational impacts. My guest is Eirini Etoimou, who's Head of Corporate Sustainability and Supply Chain Development at Sellafield Ltd. So if we can welcome Eirini to the stage. Thank you, Eirini. The floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. Rumors say that they locked you here. I asked, are there any people in the building? And they said, don't worry, we locked. Now I'm not sure if they locked all the building and they kept you here, but thank you very much for staying. I'm Eirini Etoimou, and my role and my goal is to integrate sustainability principles in business ecosystems, making sustainability easy, accessible, and meaningful. Got a great day, inspiring speakers. I'm very honored to be here with all of you, and got a great passion. And I'm using the word passion, and I remember when I realized what sustainability was all about many years ago, that I was declaring my passion in every possible and impossible way to my peers. And I was equally frustrated in every possible and impossible way because they didn't share the same enthusiasm with me. So I wanted to make things happen. I knew that sustainability is the right thing to do, self-explicit. So because I wanted to make things happen, I wanted to put sustainability in the front center and in the heart of our business. I was trying to see what is happening, and this is when I realized my mistake. So my mistake was that my peers would see my I love sustainability t-shirt approach rather than the so what? Why should I bother? Why should I care? What does it mean for me? And this is when I realized, a lot of realization that period, when I realized that I needed to change my message, not them. And this is when I had my oops moment, because until that point, I was thinking that, okay, sustainability, doing the right thing, self-explicit, everybody should do the right thing, isn't it? And then it became difficult because I had to personalize the message and put a lot of effort and make things more difficult for me, that I was the one that I wanted to integrate sustainability. I was the one that I wanted things to change. So I was the one that I needed to put this effort and personalize the message and make things relevant to every single person or every single team I was discussing sustainability. So when this happened, excited, obviously they didn't give me much of their time. So I came with the thought that I have a few minutes from their time, so let's see what I can get. So I thought that, okay, 3 words, 3 numbers, something that can be relevant to everyone, that everybody can understand. It's not time, I didn't have time for academic definitions or things that could be jargon. So obviously there are myriads of words, myriads of numbers, but for now, just sharing the 3 words. Sustainability in its core is about caring. It is the art of caring. We care about the environment, we care about our communities, our people, and we care because we're responsible. It's not only about now, it's about the future. It's not only about us, it's about that we can, it's also about the ones that they can't. Think that they are people that they want to do the right thing, and they can't because their human rights are violated. because the governments, their government's laws, support the violation of their labor rights. So there is a responsibility from our side as well. And this has this ethical element that we demonstrate, or how we can demonstrate our values, personal and or professional. And these three numbers, these three words, can be supported with some numbers as well. Obviously, these are indicative. I know that you all have many, many more. 45 million slaves, 2023, 45 million slaves, 10 million of them are children. 258 million children and youth are out of any educational system, compromising their present and their future. Little girls of 10 years old are getting into forced marriage. And 4 billion trees for our paper needs. So let's now combine these three words that I mentioned before with these three indicative numbers. So caring, responsible, ethics, slaves, environmental disasters. So it is a screamer. It is a screamer. What is happening? Why so much discussion? And why haven't more business made a move to sustainability? Obviously, there are reasons and many more than these that I refer to, but I try to share with you the ones that might be relevant no matter the level of the business or the type of the business. So we know that there is an exclusive focus on financial results. If I will go to my CFO and together with the return on investment, I tell him to discuss caring and responsibility, I believe that this meeting won't go that well. There are obviously delays and in the progress of how we integrate sustainability, how we embrace it, because of some vested interests. We all have examples of companies that violate human rights and they destroy the environment for their benefit. There is the intention-action gap. I want, but I don't know how to start. I don't know where to start. I'm too low in the hierarchy level, or I don't care enough. And there is also the short-termism. So this is where we expect the sustainability to be like our expectations when we are have a membership in the gym. After 2 hours that I'm in the treadmill, I expect that I will fit in my 2 sizes smaller dress. And I'm disappointed, so I say that, okay, gym does not work for me. It is not a good thing. So we face sustainability like our gym. And because of this, we have a myopic decision making on what we're doing with sustainability, but at the same time, we cannot assess properly the value that is created by applying sustainability principles. This is the inner voice of any CFO. Every time that I will speak with them is show me the money, no matter if it is a sustainability or supply chain discussion. However, let's think, trying to be in their shoes, and I hate to say it, that hope we don't have, do we have any CFOs here? No? Fine, I will tell them we're just friends and family here. So there are two different worlds, the world of money and the sustainability world. We're speaking slightly different language. So they speak EBITDA and return on investment. We speak emissions, waste management, human rights. So the language is different, as well as the reports, internal, external. We saw the map that it had so many different metrics or systems. The return on investment, it is not easy to measure intangible benefits, caring, responsibility. There are not that many systems that they can consider sustainability as part of in the way that we measure business success factors. And because we have also these inconsistent metrics, any returns on sustainability are not perceived by the CFOs that important to be monitored and spend our time or invest our time. So what can happen? Of course, we have solutions, and there are some the 9 elements that these 9 elements can relate to every single business, no matter if it is a micro, an SME, or a multinational, or a giant company. These 9 elements can be applicable to everyone. The beauty of these 9 elements as well is that a company can choose which one of these they want to deal with. They can prioritize, they can combine, they can say that I will deal only with one, or I will have all of them. And my thought, or what I'm doing, is that I start with what is closer to the business interest and what I see that it is very much closer to the culture, and where I can have a quick win, because then we can step up on this win and have more advocates to support what we want to do. And we hope in this way that we are moving to the more complicated, more difficult cases and try to unlock doors and brains as well. So there is, I'm just sharing indicatively because I know that there are different frameworks of how they capture sustainability, return on investment. I just wanted to share that, and here I will use the word that research show that the businesses that voluntarily fostering sustainability principles at the same time enjoy better financial performance, and they have a better reputation as well and better valuation in the investment market. And I have an indicative example where it shows here the positive correlation between ESG and financial performance when a business invests in sustainability principles. Now you will tell me that I'm demonizing the profitability on the CFOs. No. And I know that, or you tell me that without profitability, we cannot have the business survive. So, as a thought, all types of life depend on natural capital for their survival. And the reverse is also true. Natural capital is enhanced or destroyed by the life impact. At the same time, financial capital is actually is a product of human relationships. It cannot exist on its own, independently. It can support other resources and their usage, for example, to build products, to educate, but it cannot exist on its own. So what we are saying is that all types of capital derive their utility, their usage, their application, and their value based on human intervention. The mental awareness, creativity, innovation, isn't it? So, I have a friend here. So, this makes human capital the predominant determinator of improving productivity and sustainability. So moving to when we have moving to a successful and sustainable transition to sustainability principles means that, and if this is enabled by humans, this is what will give us the competitive advantage. This is what will increase our reputation, and this will reduce our systemic risks. Let's see some numbers. So again, research so that when we apply sustainability principles, great things happen. And I have some indicative percentages that are really, really impressive ones about how people feel and what they want to do if the business they already work or they want to start with foster sustainability. The most important is that these people feel proud and valued. Think about these too. Not all the businesses have the millions and millions of marketing and advertising budget to showcase how good they are, how responsible they are, how much they care. In nuclear, for example, we cannot advertise nuclear. In engineering, it is not easy to advertise cogs. So the only way that we have to advertise ourselves, or companies like us, is to rely on our people to feel proud and feel proud working for a business that does the right thing, that is a responsible and caring citizen. And by influencing our ecosystem, our internal and external stakeholders, and our people, inspiring our people, we hope that they will, first of all, want to work with us and for us, but at the same time, they will influence and inspire their own ecosystems. So we are focusing on a greater good. So what we're saying is that if we are center sustainability at the heart of strategic decisions, operations, and culture, is not just a good thing. Is what will make every business stand out, and this is where we can see the real creation of value. And value means that we're moving from profit-oriented, exclusively profit-oriented, to long-term and to value creation. So what is needed, however, here is to focus on bigger long-term picture, but this can happen only with consistency, with commitment, with patience as well. Not everything is easy, and not all the results are visible from day one. Thank you very, very much. And by the way, I still have my T-shirt.
Thank you very much, Eirini. We will go to any questions to the room if there are. If not, I have some of my own, which have been pressing from the side. Do we have any questions from the room? I can't see any hands up, so I will go with my own. I have one particular question, because you could feel the ripple in the room when we were talking about the relationship with the CFO. What advice would you have in terms of a relationship between a corporate head of sustainability or a CSO with their CFO or their CEO. How do you manage that relationship to get the maximum benefit for a sustainability agenda?
I believe it is what I mentioned before, to find the right message that will resonate with them, because I also understand that their roles and their responsibility is different, and they have we may have the same goals but different agendas, and I need to make them feel and seem even better, because sustainability is a responsibility and it is a mindset. So this is where I try to change, as I mentioned before, the message and understand what it means for them, and how what I will give to them can generate value. So it is, it's not easy, because I need to understand what is the business requirements. It's not just sustainability and nothing else. We need to make things meaningful, and we need to make things relevant to our business and to our mission and to the overall goals. So it needs this effort, the additional effort. And this needs to be combined with personal beliefs, because sustainability is not only one thing. And sometimes there is this conflict of personal and professional elements as well.
Eirini, thank you very much. Lovely way to close the first day. So, everyone, that is the end of day one of Sustainability Live London 2023 from both myself and Scott Birch, who has been in here all day. Don't forget there are networking drinks. Don't go too quickly, because I seem to remember last year I didn't get one. So if everyone could just delay their exit, I'd appreciate it. But thank you ever so much, and have a very good evening.
Thank you. Thank you very much.